Today's lesson plan is going to be on, I'm going to be in a couple different places, so I'm going to just say, love not the world. I'm going to cover a couple different topics, but it's basically going to be on love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. But first thing I want to do is give me Deuteronomy 17:6.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 6. When you get it, please say, "Con."
Now this scripture right here from the read, it's so we can move things along a little bit, a little fast, not fast, but we can get through the whole session, the whole lesson. All right, go ahead.
Con. Go ahead.
At the month of two witnesses.
Two witnesses.
I'm sorry, I'm start over. At the mouth of two witnesses or three witnesses shall he that is worthy of death be put to death. But at the mouth of one witness he shall not be put to death.
So basically what I'm saying is, as far as precepts go on in here, the only thing we need is two witnesses. You give me two precepts, 1, 2, then we're going to keep rolling. We don't need 3, 4, 5 different precepts because like the pastor said, they get us going down that rabbit hole and it's hard to get back to the main topic. So if we can please keep the two precepts, and we're going to keep it rolling to get through this thing tonight.
All praise.
All praise. Con?
Con.
All right. Let's start in 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. When you get it, say con.
Con.
The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Stop right there. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And we know that means 1 John 5 and 3. Right. For the love of God is keeping the commandments. So if any man love this world, that means you're not keeping the commandments.
All praise.
Keep going on.
Right.
And the world, it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh. The
lust of the flesh. Hold on right there. For all that is in the world is the lust of the flesh. Hold that real quick. Let's get Matthew's 5:28.
The book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 28. When you get it, please say con. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
So that's the lust of the flesh. So that's part of loving the world. So any man that look up on the woman, read that again, huh?
But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her have committed adultery with her already in his heart.
In his heart, which is in his mind. So basically that goes back to verse 16, love of the flesh. I mean lust of the flesh. All right, keep going out. Back to 1 John.
Yeah. 1 John 2 and 16.
Yes, 2 and 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh,
which we just read in Matthew's 5:28,
and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
And the pride of life. Proverbs. Now, just keep going. Just keep going past that one.
Keep going. Is not of the Father, but is of the world.
But is of the world. James chapter 4, 1 through 6.
The book of James chapter 4, 1 through 6.
Yes.
When you get it. James chapter 4, 1 through 6. From whence come wars and fighting?
No, I mean, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Keep going.
From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lust, that the war in your members? Ye lust and have not.
You lust and have not. You lusting after these women. You lusting after this money. You lusting after the things of this world, and you have nothing.
Read.
Keep going.
Ye kill and desire to have.
And hold on. Ye kill and desire to have, because a lot of our brothers are killing for material things, killing for a pair of Jordans, killing for a jacket. Keep going.
And cannot obtain.
And you cannot obtain.
Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
So what does that mean? We need some participation tonight. Does a friendship of the world is enmity to God mean? Enmity to God. The word enmity means hatred. So a friendship with this world is hatred to God, because God does not love this world in its current state. Go ahead.
Joining the world and get away from God, right? Going to the world and getting away from God.
Exactly. Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Bring it up.
1 John 2:15.
1 John 2:15.
The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world. We just read it.
Yeah.
But that's it. Yeah.
It's 16.
Yeah.
We're at 15 and 16.
We're at 15 and 16. Yeah.
Read the second part B.
Go ahead.
Love not the world.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. That's what you wanted?
Yeah. Okay. That's enmity with
Enmity with, yeah. Because if the love of the Father is not in you, the opposite of love is hate.
Right.
So that's that enmity. Go ahead, Pastor John.
When you go back to verse 3
Mm-hmm.
in James 4:3 and 3, and the second half where it says that ye may consume it upon your love.
Okay.
Can you explain that?
Read that again. Read the whole thing. Read the whole thing.
Verse 3. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust.
You may consume it upon your lust. You're going to be consumed by your lust.
Okay.
Right?
That's right.
That's
You're
right.
going to be consumed by your lust.
Okay.
All right? Whatever, whatever your lust is, that's what's going to consume you.
Okay.
All praises.
All right, let's go to 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Now, part of the lust of the flesh. These are the things that cause our flesh to lust. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and 10. When you get it, say come.
Con?
Say it again.
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10.
Right.
Con? For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Now, a lot of people like to take that. They take that the wrong way. Not money is the root of all evil. The love of money, because in this world we do need money to live. You need money to pay your bills. But the love of money is the root of all evil.
I'm finna go get on that pole for that money.
That's right. That's the love of money. You gonna sell your soul for money.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted.
Now that's in the top 10. Exodus 20:17. Be not covetous. So somebody said something.
That's a precept.
That's a precept. Exodus 20:17. Be God covet not. Be not covetous. So while some coveted after,
They have erred.
Go ahead, sister.
What does coveting mean?
Covet means, say like you see somebody else with something that you want. Like, dang, I wish I had their house or their car.
Jealousy.
You want something that somebody else has.
Covet.
You covet.
Right.
You covet something that somebody else has. I mean, you want something that they have instead of going out and getting it for yourself. Go ahead.
They have erred from the faith
Mm-hmm.
and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
That's the love of money.
All praises.
Con? All right. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and also with coveting, you know what I'm saying, you'll go through you'll even go to extreme measures like to murder that person to get what they have,
Exactly.
you know, or set them up
And that's
in
what we
some
just
type of
read,
way.
that other
Right.
scripture, remember? They'll kill for it.
Right.
Read Exodus.
No, that was a precept.
That was precept. Exodus 20:17.
2017 was a precept for first
Timothy. Precept for that 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Or the covetous part. Yeah. All right, we're going to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 11 and 4.
The book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 4. When you get it, please say, Con. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment.
So the Bible says, boast not of thy clothing. Like, I got the new Jordans, I got the new whatever they wear these days, I don't know. You're not supposed to boast that. Keep going.
And exalt not thyself in the day of honor.
Now, can anybody tell me what that means? Exalt not thyself in the day of honor. Go ahead,
Don't be all trying to get a big head because somebody honored you, showing you respect, or things of that nature.
What is your day of honor?
Your birthday.
Your birthday. Exalt not thyself. No, but I'm just saying, in the world, your birthday will be your day of honor, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we're not supposed to celebrate birthdays. You're not supposed to exalt yourself, period. Right? So that's what that said. Exalt not thyself. Well, we know we got birthdays. I know I'm a year older today, but on that day I'm not supposed to go have no big party. We're going to have champagne bottles and we no, we don't do that. Exalt not thyself.
Thank you for that.
All praise.
Right.
Give me
right.
Mark
That hit me too.
I can finish that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What about birthday?
That scripture. I know we can't celebrate birthday, but I ain't never put that together.
Okay, put the sense on that. Okay.
Right.
Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. For the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden.
Hidden. So his works among men are hidden. I done turned a year older today. I'm thanking the Most High God for that. But as far as me going out showing that his works to man, no, they're hidden. My blessings from the Most High God is hidden. That's between me and him. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate, like every day, I thank God for every day that I wake up.
Right.
Not just on my birthday.
Right.
Every day that the sun come up and I wake up, my eyes open and breathe, and I drop to my knees and thank the Most High God for another day and another chance to get this life right. To make myself, you know what I'm saying, better in his sight.
Praise.
All right. So let's get that precept. Mark 12:38. Now, this is going to be the part where we just read, boast not of thy clothing and raiment.
The book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 38. When you get it, please say, Con. And he said unto them, in his doctrine, beware of the scribes.
Beware of the scribes. Now this goes on a lot in Israel, the so-called awakened people. Go ahead.
Which love to go in long clothing.
In long clothing. They love them nice apparel, those nice robes. What they diamond studs, not diamond studs, but all they love. A lot of them like to wear that Baphomet, you know what I'm saying? That star, so-called Star of David, and all that stuff. They like to be decked out in they so-called feast they be having. Israel bad for this one. Go ahead, read that again out.
Beware of the scribes, which love to go in long clothing, and love salutations.
And love salutations. Go ahead.
In the marketplaces, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and the uppermost rooms at feasts.
They want to be in the best seats, the best garments, the best clothing. They must have never read that scripture that says the meek shall inherit the earth. Right. The meek shall inherit the earth, not the rich. The meek shall inherit the earth. You know what I'm saying? And really, the Bible says come as you are. Now, Christianity takes that the wrong way, but you don't need all that, all those nice garments that come celebrate a feast. You know what I'm saying? Right. You need you. You need the body and our people. But I'm not. The Israel got that bad. Want to be seen of men, basically. All right, let's go to Romans chapter 11 and 12. Now, this is going to show you why people fail.
The book of Romans chapter 11 verse 12. When you get it, please say, Con.
Sure.
Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world.
Now, if the fall of us be the riches of the world.
And the diminishing of the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness?
Now, how did we fall? We Matthew chapter 4. How did we, for the most part, how did people fail? Because that's it. Go ahead.
Not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
Not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But what continues to keep us from fall these days?
Go back.
Sin.
Sin. But what's one of those sins? Go ahead.
Right, the worship of other gods.
The worship of other gods. Now, it could be an idol god or it could be something material.
Right.
You can go back to that scripture with them three things: pride of life,
Mark 12:38.
Yeah.
All right.
Those three things right there could keep us to continue to fall.
Exactly.
Right.
Pride, basically.
Yeah.
Because God, the Most High God, hates a prideful spirit. Yeah. Read it again.
Read that. Mark 12:38.
Yeah, Mark 12:38.
Book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 38. And he said unto them in his doctrine, beware of the scribes.
Now, this is Christ speaking. Was that the one you were speaking on?
I was talking about.
Sirach?
No.
I think
Was it John?
Romans? You talking about Romans?
First John, which said lust of the
John
eyes, the pride of life.
Wasn't that,
He started with that.
1 John 5 and 3.
1 John 5 and 3.
1 John 5 and 3.
Yeah, 1 John 5 and 3.
All right, run it back.
You want to run it back?
Yeah, run it back.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. When you get it, say con. Is this 5 and 3?
No.
What?
2:15.
2:15 and 16.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The first John
16.
2:15?
16.
Oh, all the way down to
2 and
16?
16.
Okay.
1 John 2 and 16.
Yeah,
When you get it,
2:16.
say
That's
con.
it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Right. Those three things will cause you to fall.
Yep, the lust of your flesh,
Right.
lust of your eyes, and then your pride.
Right.
All praises. All right, we're going to Matthew chapter 4, verse 8 and 9.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, and 8 and 9. When you get it, please say
Now
con.
remember that. Now if the fall of them be the riches of the Gentiles, how much more will their fullness? So we fell for the riches of the Gentiles. Now this is when Yeshua was tempted of the devil. He offered him the things of this world, right? Now you don't think he's still giving that, still got that deal going on in 2018? He's still offering our people that same deal, and that's why a lot of our people still falling for it. Go ahead, read it out.
Again, the devil taketh him up into a exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things I will give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
Now, how could the devil offer him the things of this earth? Anybody know? How could the devil offer Yeshua the things of this world?
Because they were his to give.
But where would I find that in the Bible? What scripture?
I'm not sure.
What? You're not sure? Anybody know that?
So what? Where you find what in the
How
Bible?
could the devil offer anybody?
Matthew 4 and 8.
Matthew 4 and 8.
No, that's what you just read.
Oh,
He do that.
Amos, you know?
How could he offer?
Yeah, how
your
could he
gift?
offer? Like, how could he offer that?
Because
Well, Job 9:24.
Boom, right there. That's what I'm looking for.
Job.
Job 9:24. Bring it out. Now, this is how he can offer you the things of this world.
Because the wicked.
Because the wicked rule in this world right now.
Okay.
All praise. That's an excellent precept right there. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. When you get it, please say con. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
What's given to the hands of the wicked?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So that's how he was able to offer Yeshua the kingdoms and the things. But go back to Matthew 4, 8 and 9. So that's how he was able to offer him these things. Because he's ruling this world right now. The Most High God gave the earth and gave the wicked charge of this earth.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verses 8 through 9. Again, the devil taketh him up into a exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and said unto him, all these things I will give thee,
He said, all these things will I give thee
if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
if you will fall down and worship him. And that's what's going on today. Now, people that say they blessed and we know they ain't keeping no laws, they are worshiping Satan.
Right.
And don't even know it.
Right.
Because Revelations 22:14 says, blessed are those that do the commandments. So if you ain't doing the commandments, you got worldly things, you serving Satan. You're a Satanist and don't even know it. That's one of my favorite lines right there. You're a Satanist and don't even know it.
yeah,
You serving somebody. Go ahead, Al.
yeah. Let me, another place another precept to where Satan dwelleth is Revelations 2 and 3.
Bring
2
it
and
out.
13.
Revelation.
2 and 13.
Revelations 2 and 13.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 13. When you get it, please say con.
It shows that Satan rules this earth right now.
I know thy works, and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. And thou holdest fast my name, and hast not denied my faith, even in those days wherein Antipas was my faithful martyr, who was slain among you where Satan dwelleth. Keep going.
No, I'm just showing that this is Satan's, you know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah.
Satan's playground.
That's right.
All right, let's get Luke 21:24. Now it says, because, now we're going to put two things together right here. It says, the fall of them be the riches of the Gentiles, right? And it also says, Amos just brought out, the world was given into the hands of the wicked. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. That's right, it's like it. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Now we're finna read something. But it's for a certain space and time. It's not forever.
Right.
Go ahead, Al.
The book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 24. When you get it, please say, Con.
Luke 21. Come.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So all this gonna happen, these Gentiles, these heathens gonna be in charge of this earth until their time is fulfilled, because they have a fulfilled time and space that they have control over this earth. So all these things gonna happen. They gonna keep killing us, so protesting, picketing, Black Lives Matter, all that ain't gonna help. They gonna continue to kill us until their time is up.
That's right.
All praises?
All praises.
All right. Let's go Isaiah 52:3.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 3. When you get it, please say, Con.
I'm sorry, we just read Luke 21:24.
Yes, Luke 21:24.
Con.
Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord, ye sold yourselves for naught.
Read that again.
For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money.
So we sitting up in these Sunday churches, and the preacher preaching prosperity, when the Most High God said, you sold yourself for naught. Or when you sold yourself out to Satan, you sold yourself for naught, because you shall be redeemed without money. Anybody want to add something to that? Go ahead, Al.
Luke 1:68.
Bring it up. We sold ourselves for nothing, because we shall be saved without money.
The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. When you get it, please say, Con. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
So that's who's going to redeem you. You don't have to go sow no seed or buy no prayer rug or prayer cloth. You sold it. You giving them people your money for nothing.
That was Luke.
Yes. What was it?
Luke 1:68
Luke 1:68.
through 69.
Because it's going to come a point in time where that money that we covet so, that a lot of people covet so badly after, it's not going to be worth nothing. Your gold and your silver ain't going to be worth nothing.
That's right.
Give me Ezekiel 7:19. And this is going to show it. It's going to come a time where all that stuff that we hold so dearly to, that we break our necks to get, gold, silver, money, all that stuff ain't going to be worth nothing. And it's not going to be able to save you in the end.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19. When you get it, please say, Con.
Ezekiel. Say it again one more time.
7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets.
They shall do what?
Cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
And your gold going to be taken from you. It's going to be taken from you. You ain't going to have no power. Your silver shall be cast in the street, and your gold shall be snatched from you. Go ahead.
Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them.
Your money ain't going to be able to save you in the end. Ain't going to be no bail bondsman. Because when you go to these FEMA camps, ain't no bond.
That's right.
You're going to be stuck there. Go ahead, Doc.
In the day of the wrath of the Lord,
And the day of the wrath of the Most High God,
they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels.
so it says your gold and your silver shall not satisfy your soul. Now, it was a point in time when I was in the world, when I was in the streets, when I was hustling, and they told us, get that money, get that money. And we was getting that money, and something was still missing. Well, get these women. We was getting these women, and something was still missing. When I found out what I was missing, it was not the material things, it was not money. It was this spirit right here that was calling me. But I'm thinking it was money, and I'm thinking it was women, because that's what our rappers and that's what our entertainers tell us that we need. Money, clothes, and women. And no matter, and that's why you see all these entertainers, they getting all these things, and they the worst drug addicts because they get, okay, I got the 500, let me go get the 600. I got this, let me get something better. Because they still searching. They don't know what they're searching for is right here in this book. Nothing that a man can give you that can fill this void that the spirit that the Most High God is trying to give you. Go ahead, out.
Zephaniah 1 and 18.
Go bring it up. Zephaniah 1 and 18. And then to continue with that thought, so when a lot of our people see that they're searching for something, because like Romans 10 and 2 says, we have the zeal of God. Our people are very spiritual people. We know that there is a God. So we say that there is a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. So we go into the churches looking for that spiritual aspect that our soul is longing for, thirsting for, and then we go in these churches and these preachers not teaching us what we need to know. And then we go in these churches and we get thrown off, and then we throw the whole Bible away, not knowing that pastor was leading you astray.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 18. When you get it, please say, "Con." Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be divided by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
A speedy riddance of all those that dwell in the land. Your silver and your gold is not going to be able to save you. 1 hour. Anybody want to add something they want to add to that? All right, go back to Ezekiel 7:19.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19. When you get it, please say, "Con." They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
So your riches, your money, material things is a stumbling block.
That's right.
Of iniquity, of sin.
All praises.
The stumbling block that's going to keep you stumbling. Talking about sow a seed. That's a stumbling block. Real. I'm going to send you a prayer rug and you send me $20 back and we're going to pray for you. That's a stumbling block.
Sow a seed.
Give me Proverbs 23 and 4.
Full of words, don't you?
Yeah.
Proverbs what, bro?
Proverbs 23 and 4. Proverbs 23 and 4. When you get it, say "Con."
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 4. Labor not to be rich.
Do what?
Labor not to be rich.
Go to work not to be rich. We working because we need to work to keep a roof over our head, food in our stomach. But you're not going to work to be rich. Go ahead.
Cease from thy own wisdom.
And cease from thy own understanding. That goes back to lean out into thy own understanding. So the Bible says, labor not to be rich. Give me Sirach 29 and 21. That's going to tie into that. Sirach 29 and 21. Labor not to be rich. I don't care how much overtime your job giving up. You don't really need that, because guess what? My job I used to work at, we used to get major hours.
Yeah.
Major hours. We used to work together. And then when they cut them hours, and you base your life on what you was getting instead of 40 hours,
That's right.
you'll be hurting when they cut them hours. And that's what happened to us. They cut all our hours, and we dropped out to 40 hours. A lot of people at the job hurt because they went and got these big houses, they new car notes, and now they can't afford it.
That's right.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
The book of Sirach.
That's why the Bible says labor not to be rich. Go ahead, Doc.
The book of Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21. Get it, say, "Con."
Con.
The chief thing for life is water, and bread, and clothing, and an house to cover shame.
That's the chief things in life. Read that again out.
The chief thing for life is water, and bread, and clothing, and an house to cover shame.
That's it. A house to cover shame is so you won't be out in the world butt naked. The house to cover your shame. That's what the chief things in life was about. Not big screen TVs, not the latest this or the latest that or whatever going on with these fads. Water, food, clothing, and somewhere to stay. That's it. And 40 hours a week should get that.
So my wife that the other day. Man.
That's right.
That's all we need.
That's all you need. All right. Because we... All right, give me Matthew 6 and 19. Because I was going to say, because if you, basically the Most High God don't want you comfortable here in this world. Because if you comfortable here in this world, you're not going to strive for the kingdom. Because you're comfortable right here on this earth. He wants you to go through tribulation. He wants you to go through turmoil. Those trials and tribulation.
All praise.
Right.
And the righteous man shall be tried in the furnace of adversity. That's what the Bible says. So if you comfortable, you're going to kick back and just chill.
Yeah.
You're not going to strive to make it to the kingdom because you will make this world your heaven.
That's right.
You don't need 12 bathrooms and
Nah. What you need 12 bathrooms?
You only got one home.
You
You only got one home.
That's it. You need those 12 bathrooms and 20 rooms.
20 rooms,
Nah,
12
you don't need
bathrooms,
that.
and only 3 people in the house.
Only 3 people in the house. You don't need all that. That's excessive.
Right.
Matthew 19 and 20, 21.
Give me a big house.
6.
Yeah, chapter
Give me a
6.
big house.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verses 19, 20, and 21. When you get it, say, Con. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
So where your treasure is, that's where your heart is your mind. Jeremiah 17:9. That's where your that's where your mind's supposed to be at in the kingdom, not anything on this earth. Because in the kingdom, we ain't got to work. We're not gonna have to worry about somebody coming and breaking in my house, stealing it. We ain't got to worry about if I don't wear this shirt for you and I pack it away, the moth gonna eat it up. I ain't have to worry about none of that. All praises.
All praises.
All right, 1 Timothy.
You want Jeremiah?
Yeah, give me Jeremiah 17:9.
God.
And that's going to go with, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
God in my heart.
Yeah, that God know my heart. We're finna show you what your heart is.
They do though.
Yeah, he know your
Jeremiah
heart.
17:9. When you get it, say, Con.
Mm-hmm.
The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Who can know it? Your mind. You can be sitting up here watching TV and something vulgar or something just hideous and just go through your mind out of nowhere. Who can know it? So that's why you got to keep your mind tamed. That's why you got to meditate on this word daily.
Right,
Keep that
right.
mind in check.
Right.
That's right.
All right, 1 Timothy 6 and 6 through 9.
1 Timothy 6. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verses 6 through 9. When you get it, say, Con.
Chapter 6
Mm-hmm.
and 9.
Chapter 6, yeah, 6 through 9.
Chapter 6, 6 through 9.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
Now that's what's great gain. Read that again up.
But godliness
Godliness,
with contentment
being content with what we have, not wishing to have something that we don't have.
is great. I want to share it.
Go ahead, huh?
Is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world.
We brought nothing in this world.
And it is certain we can carry nothing out.
You can't take it with you. So all this stuff our people dying for, you can't take it with you. Read that again now. Read that.
For we brought nothing into this world,
Mm-hmm.
and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment,
There you go again.
let us be therewith content.
So being godly, just having food and clothing, that's what's godly. That's what's being content. That's what God called being godly. Being content with just the simple things in life.
Right.
But nobody wants to be simple. Everybody want to ball. Everybody want to ball so they fall. They gonna fall already.
True indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
But they that will be rich
Mm-hmm.
fall into temptation.
Whoa, read that again now.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
And I use this example when we was in that park on Nebraska with all those homeless people. And I said, the reason a lot of y'all in this park and the reason a lot of y'all ain't dead, this park ain't full of body bags, because if y'all had the money that y'all wish y'all had, this park would be full of body bags. because y'all will be able to get all the liquor and all the dope that y'all can have. And y'all gonna kill yourself. The Most High God ain't gonna give you that because He's not gonna give you nothing more than what you can handle. So read that part, that verse 9 again.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
Because when you ain't got money, you basically gonna be at the house. When you got money, what Juvenile used to say, they got plenty of places to go when they got that money.
That's what he said.
You everywhere when you got that money. Look at how people doing income tax time. They be balling, paper tags everywhere. Read that again, dog. Paper tags everywhere. For real. Yeah. And then a couple months later, they making the tow truck people rich because they going to get repo. Going to get them. Read that again, dog. For real. Tow truck companies getting rich because they cannot. If you couldn't afford that the rest of the year, why you getting that payment now? Going to get you a cash special enrolled. Go ahead. That's real. Get you a cash special. I can't afford it the rest of the year, so I damn sure can't afford it now. Go
That's
ahead.
right. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
That's a lust, right?
Which draw men into destruction and perdition.
Keep going. Oh, I will read that. That's right. So having money that you cannot, it's temptation. It's temptation in there. That's why the Bible says God will not give you no more than what you can handle, no more than what you can stand.
That's right.
All praises.
All praises.
All right, let's go to 1 John 3:17.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 17. When you get it, say, come. But whosoever hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion for him, how dwelleth the love of God in him?
So if you have the good of this world, you got a couple extra dollars, and you just pass by your brothers out on the street that have need, and you close up your bowels of compassion, how can you have the love of God in you? Because Matthew 22, go to Matthew 22, 36 and 40.
The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verses 36 through 40. When you get it, please say, come. Quiet. See how fast we get in the scriptures.
Wilderness.
What was that, Matthew? What?
Matthew 22, 36 and 40. 36 through 40.
Yeah, he cut me.
Yeah, you cut me.
Come. Come. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment.
That's the first and great commandment.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Now, go back to 1 John 3 and 18. Now, go ahead, sister.
I was going to say, should you not make assumptions about them then? Like if you know someone looks like they're strung out or drunk and they're asking for money, is that what you mean, like a homeless person?
Yeah, now, remember, we can't judge off outer appearance, right? And if the spirit bears witness, right? Say in your, I can't say in your heart, but say you just have a feeling that this person really needs it, right? And you know what you're giving it to him for. Now, if I come back out there and I see you still out there, say for instance, it's this man over here on 78th Street. A year ago, he asked me for some money. He was strung out. No, he wasn't strung out. He was stuck in Tampa. He needed a bus fare to get downtown to the Greyhound bus station to get home to his family. He ain't got no people here. So I gave him the money. A year later, same guy, same corner, same story. Nah, I can't do it this time. Bring out the precept out.
The book
But you know what you're giving the person the money for. But don't be a fool, in other words. If your spirit telling you, because your spirit gonna tell you, nah, something ain't right about you. Sometimes they do look strung out, but they need something to eat. Because crackheads need something to eat too. Somebody else has a question?
Right, they do. That's real, dude.
Crackheads gotta have something to eat, right?
Right. I tried to give one day I came out of churches, man. This nigga told me something, he was hungry, man. I had like an 8-piece or something like that, man. I said, you want 2 pieces of your chicken? He said, no. He thought about it. He took 2 pieces of chicken and he sat right there, man, just holding it. And he started cussing me out, man.
Cause you give him the money.
Yeah, because I ain't give him the money.
Oh, grab my chicken back and throw it to the dogs right
That's
now,
what
son.
I did, man. I said, man, let me get my chicken. He was happy to give it back too. He was gave it back happy, man.
Wait, he gave it back to you?
Yeah, man.
He
said, I wanted a couple of dollars. I said, man, you said you was hungry.
That dude did me like that in front of churches one day on MLK. And I said, well, I'm finna go in churches. You want a 2-piece or something? He was like, nah, I can't help you. And he came right on in there and got that 2-piece. I ain't finna give you no money.
That's right, man.
Go bring it out. I'll bring it out. He got a precept. Tell me what you going.
In the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 5. This answers your question, Sister Shanae. It says, do well unto him that is lowly, but give not to the ungodly.
Yeah.
Hold back thy bread. You should have kept that 2-piece.
Yeah.
Hold back thy bread and give it not unto him, lest he overmaster thee thereby.
Now you know what that part means? Unless he overmaster you.
Keep pressuring you?
No, if he pull a pistol on you, overmaster, they lay you down, jack you, going to give it up. A lot of people don't like to give it up, and their money's gone, but the money gonna be still here. You can be 6 feet deep. Go on and give it up.
Because if you don't give it up, this will happen. For else thou shalt receive twice as much evil of all the good thou shalt have done unto him.
Yeah. Now, but a lot of times, how do you know if this person is an ungodly person?
That's exactly.
And then I got something in here about that. We don't really know if we can't just look at somebody and tell them that they're ungodly. Now, if I know you, if I see you out here on the street corner, I know you smoking crack, and you out here on this corner begging for money, I'm not going to give you nothing. But if you just a random person, because remember the Bible says, beware when you entertaining strangers, because they might be angels, right?
Right.
All right. Go back to 1 John 3 and 18.
The book of 1 John.
But that all goes back to your spiritual discernment.
Right.
Go ahead. 1 John 3 and 18.
When you get to say, Con. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
So don't let us just love in word. Oh, I love my brothers. I love my sisters. But in deed or in actions. Because love is an action word.
Man, I can borrow $20. Oh, yeah, no, man.
Yeah.
That's right. But you love me.
But you love me, though.
Remember, lights off. No, I ain't got nothing.
nothing.
I ain't got nothing. Man. But you love me, right?
Right.
So that indeed meaning in action and in truth in the laws.
The laws.
Yeah.
That's what that truth means. As long as it's within the laws. I can't give you money and you finna tell me, hey man, like this man up here at the side one day, it says, I'm not gonna even lie. I need $5 to get high. Nah, I ain't getting it to you. Like, you telling me what you need. I appreciate your honesty, but I'm not giving it to you.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
What the sign said?
I ain't gonna lie.
They
I
bold.
need some money to get high. He right there on 50th and Animal Drive.
It was Judite?
No, I was white dude.
Oh, yeah. Esau. The
He finna go get a dick
So that glass.
He dead straight up. I ain't gonna need stuff paying by y'all.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Let's go to
man.
James 2:15 and 16. The book of James 2:15 and 2:16.
The book of James, chapter 2, verses 15 through 16. When you get it, please say, Con. If a brother or a sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doeth it profit?
Now hold that right there. Now that says if a brother or sister be naked, say we out there on the highways and edges, and we putting this word out, and then once we finish, we tell them, all right, y'all go on in peace. But they hungry. We ain't gave them nothing to eat. How's your word gonna profit them? All right, I got the knowledge, but I can't even concentrate because my stomach hurting. And that's what me and the brother right here used to do. We used to go every weekend and that park on Nebraska and give out. We gonna give y'all the word. We gonna give y'all spiritual food and something for your body. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is when you used to be in school hungry, you couldn't concentrate. That's how these people are. We giving them the word, but how they gonna concentrate if they hungry? And we ain't giving no plates or nothing. We just gonna give you some sandwiches, something to drink, and some chips or something like that. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, so that's how I always looked at this verse. That it's double.
Mm-hmm.
It's that spiritual food, and you see your brother on the shop, man.
Give him some, try to help him out.
Because they ain't just gonna get the word, but they like you just said, they still hungry.
They still hungry. And so it said, what did you give them that word? How is that gonna profit them?
Right.
This person, okay, they gave me the word, but I'm still hungry. Did Christ take one fish and feed all them people that was hungry? Same thing that we got to do. We can go out there and give them the word, but you also need to give them something to eat too. Them your people. Them our people out there.
All praise.
All praise,
man.
And that's what me and Al used to do.
Doing it, man.
That's what we used to do.
Like,
We give them the word, but they ain't gave them nothing to eat. So how's that? So basically, what you did that day is basically in vain, because it ain't profit you nothing. All right, go to 17. Read 17 to 18.
Verses 17 and 18. When you get it, say con.
Come.
Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone.
So faith without work is dead but alone. We can go out here and read the scriptures to these people, but it's dead being alone. Because we showing the works. We're not really giving these people, they do need the word, but they also need something to eat. Or if you got some pants or something at home that you can't wear no more, go and take that out to the people. Give them some pants or the shirt, something. Go ahead.
Yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
I will show you my faith by my works. By what I'm doing, not just what I'm reading. I'm also putting it in action.
Right.
You said what, Lyle?
They one and the same.
They one and the same. You gotta have works to go. It's work. Yeah, we say we getting out there putting in that work by reading the Bible. Okay, but at the end of the day, these people still hungry. This man still ain't got no clothes. If you got an extra pair of pants at home that you ain't working, don't go and take it out there. I'm quite sure that somebody can wear it or somebody can use it. Go ahead, John. You got a question?
So basically, this is saying what you said from 15. It's a commandment to, if one of your brothers or sisters is naked or destitute, you're supposed to take care of them.
You supposed to. Now, I'm not saying take care of them.
I mean,
but you know what I'm saying. Give them a helping hand.
give them a helping hand.
All right, give them a helping hand. Because I got something on that there too. Now let's go to Sirach 40 and 28. You're not supposed to take care of them, but we are supposed to help out people if you can.
Sirach 40 and 28.
Sirach 40 and 28. Now this scripture is for those people out there. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I just pulled a precept.
Bring it up.
Luke 3 and 11.
Luke 3 and 11. Before y'all go to Sirach, go to Luke 3 and 11.
the sheep and the goat on the left.
No.
You got it, Lyle, or you want me to read it?
I'll read it. He answered and said unto them, he that hath two coats, let him impart to him that have none. And he that have meat, let him do likewise.
And I even know that scripture was done. But that's right. If you got two coats, you really don't you don't need two coats.
Right.
Give one to your brother. You don't need a big whole slab of ribs. You know what I'm saying? Get some of your people out there that need it.
Hey, them brothers will fight over that slab.
Hey, that's what hey.
Pork rib.
For real. All right, Sirach 40 and 28. All right.
The book of Sirach, chapter 40, verse 28. When you get it, please say con.
Now this is for those people out. Now this is going to what John said. Are we supposed to take care of them? No, you're not supposed to take care of them. You're supposed to help them out. Like the old saying goes, if I give you a fish, you'll eat for a day. But if I show you how to fish, you'll eat for life, right? Same thing. So I'm not going to take care of you, but I can show you. I'll give you a helping hand if I can. Go ahead.
My son, lead not a beggar's life.
What the Most High God said?
My son, lead not a beggar's life.
So they not supposed to be begging for a living. Lead not a beggar's life. But some people do fall on hard times. Go ahead.
For better it is to die than to beg.
For better it is to die than it is to be a beggar. Keep going out. 29 and 30.
Verse 29. The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life.
So your life ain't even counted for a life if you beg, if you actually depended on another man to take care of you.
For if he polluted himself with other men's meat, but a wise man will nurture will beware thereof. Verse 30. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless.
That's a shameless person who stand out in that corner day after day instead of going to look for a job. Day after day, that's a shameless person. Go ahead.
But in his belly there shall burn a fire.
Oh, praise. In his belly shall burn a fire. Now, like I said before, all of us fall on hard times. All of us need a helping hand every now and then. But don't live a life. As I know a dude up here, he been on that same corner for like since the 90s. That same corner. That's a shameless man. All right, Sirach 29 and 22. Yeah, keep that. I'm going to be that before a minute.
Sirach 29 and verse 22. When you get it, please say, Con. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than delicate fare in another man's house.
Keep going all the way to 28.
Be it little or much, hold thee contented, that thou hear not the reproach of thy house. For it is a miserable life to go from house to house.
And I know people that did that back in the day. It's a miserable life to go from house to house. You stand at this house, cousin, uncle, mama, them. Read that again up.
For it is a miserable life.
That's miserable.
To go from house to house.
Ain't it miserable?
Yeah.
To go from house to house. I didn't been there.
Yeah.
To go from house to house because God bless a child that has his own.
Right.
Has his own. Go ahead.
For where thou art a stranger, thou darest not open thy mouth. You can't even say nothing.
Can't say that in somebody else's house.
I don't even want to watch that TV station.
You can't say, what we eat for dinner tonight? But whatever I'm cooking.
I don't want that.
Whatever I'm cooking, that's what's for dinner.
Oh my God. All praise, we all have been there.
We've all been there.
Yeah, for real, man.
And that will help, that will make you hurry up and get your own. I would think.
Yeah,
You was the bathroom, you pushing the door up like this. This is how you push the door up. You don't even wait nobody up.
Wait nobody up.
That's a bad feeling,
That's a
boy.
bad
Yeah, for real, man. Oh,
Well, the
man.
Bible got an answer for every situation.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
All right, let's go. Sirach 39 and 26. We always done.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 26. When you get it, please say, Con. Amen. What
39?
That was Sirach 29, 22 through 28.
To 22, 24, where we going now?
That was the last one was Sirach 29, 22 through 28.
To 28. 28.
Boy, you just was sharp with my sword.
You didn't go to 28, did you?
Yeah, you went all the way to 28.
No, he didn't go to 28. He stopped at 24.
You started at 24? Well, keep going. We're going to go all the way to 28.
All right.
You said that was 29? Sirach 29?
Yeah, it's 29,
Oh,
22.
okay. I thought it
He
was
said
20.
stop at 21st, 24.
Yeah.
Go all the way to 28.
Verse 25. Thou shalt entertain and feast and have no thanks. Moreover, thou shalt hear bitter words. Come, thou stranger, and furnish a table, and feed me of that thou hast ready. Give place, thou stranger, to an honorable man. My brother cometh to be lodged, and I have need of my house. These things are grievous to a man of understanding. Wow. And the upbraiding of the house room and the reproaching of the lender.
That's right. That's right. All right, now this part. Now, since we got this feast coming up, this next part is going to be, we're going to go into the wine. To the understanding of wine.
Yeah, I like this.
Sirach 39, 26.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 26. When you get it, please say come.
26 and 27.
26 and 27.
What, 39? What?
39, 26, and 27.
Con? The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water,
Water,
fire,
fire to cook with,
iron,
iron of using pots,
and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape,
Now, what is blood of the grapes?
Wine.
Wine. All right, keep going.
and oil, manischewitz,
Mm-hmm.
and oil, and clothing.
And clothing.
All these things are for good to the godly. So the sinners they are turned into evil.
Now, the example I'm going to use is the blood of grapes. God gave us, you know what I'm saying, wine to make man glad, right? But they can also be turned into evil. Give me Sirach 31:25.
There you go. That's the one I was looking for.
Sirach 31:25.
It's a 31.
Yeah, all the way 31.
The book of Sirach, chapter 31, verses 25 through 31. You get it, say, Carl? Show not thy faithfulness in wine, for wine hath destroyed many.
So that's a way that you can turn wine into evil. Keep going.
The furnace proveth the edge by dipping. So do wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness.
By drunkenness. Keep going.
Wine is as good as life to a man.
The wine is as good as life to a man. Wine is good. Keep going.
If it be drunk moderately.
If it be drunk moderately.
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
What is life without wine? Keep going.
For it is made to make men glad.
It is made to make men glad. Make you feel good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? But wine is made to make men glad. Make you feel good. Especially after a long day, you take the edge off.
That was
Have a
real.
glass of wine, take the edge off.
Real.
Keep going. He said, yeah.
Wine measurably drunk.
Measurably drunken.
And in season.
And in season. It's a time and place for everything.
Bringeth gladness of the heart.
Gladness of your mind.
And cheerfulness of the mind.
That's right.
But wine drunken with excess.
Too much wine.
Maketh bitterness of the mind.
Bitterness.
With brawling.
Brawling.
And quarreling.
That's why we used to go to the club by 2:30. That's when the fights broke out because they had too much. That's when all the fighting broke out right at closing time. Keep going.
I read verse 29 one more time.
Read that, bring it back.
But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind with brawling and quarreling. Drunkenness increase the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminishes strength.
It make you weak. You think you got? They have that liquid courage. They be the first one to be on their head by the end of the night.
Alcohol make a lazy nigga fall.
That's right. Alcohol make a lazy brother slip and fall. That liquid courage make them cash a check they butt can't cash.
Right, them be them like a little bit of that ball, but get twisted up and fight, man.
Be on their head. For real. And that one hit quarter gonna get them every time.
They don't get drunk, they get wasted.
They get wasted.
Exactly.
And be in the corner sleep when you catch them. All right, read that again. Huh?
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offend. It diminishes strength.
Now what that mean? Increases the rage of a fool till he offend.
Make you start talking like reckless and saying anything out your mouth. You
Boot,
don't
yeah.
say anything, just blah, 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 blah.
Say anything out your mouth.
You answer that, baby, like you been there before. Answer that well, didn't you? You had experience in that.
We all have.
All praise.
That's that liquid courage again. All right, go to 31.
Wisdom all up in that.
Rebuke thy neighbor.
Read that again.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, because a lot of Christians, so-called saved people, tell you that you're not supposed to drink. You're not supposed to do that because we just read that wine was made to make man glad. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine.
And despise him not in his mirth.
And despise him not in his mirth. What does that mean?
Happiness.
When he happy.
Glad.
That's what mirth means. Happy, glad. So don't despise him when he drinking, he feeling good. Keep going.
Give him no despiteful words, and press not upon him.
And press not upon him.
With urging him to drink.
When you see somebody had enough, don't keep trying to make him drink.
Oh man, get another cup.
Yeah. Don't keep trying to make him drink. Go ahead,
You got a precept to go right along with the
Bring it up.
with the drink. Like we know the wine, it's not bad,
It's not bad.
right? Let's go
But when I was in the Christian church, I thought, no, we can't drink.
Right.
What they doing drinking? Go ahead.
I was drinking it. I ain't even gonna lie, they couldn't tell me that. Not me. What you got? Bro?
Proverbs 31, chapter 31, verse 6. Actually, 6 and 7.
31, 6 and 7.
Yeah.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verses 6 through 7. When you get it, please say con.
This is good right here.
Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more.
What's that? Where we at?
Proverbs 31, 6 and 7.
6 and 7. Right? And then, but like you were saying, the backdrop though, jump up to verse 5.
Verse 5. Lest they drink and forget the law.
Forget what?
The law.
See, that's the error right there.
Right.
Okay.
You see, that's what you don't want to do. Right? Read on.
And pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
See? Right. That's the
praise.
backdrop. You can drink in moderation, keeping the law.
Right.
If you know it's going to cause you to go out, like some brothers, can't drink. So just can't drink.
Can't drink.
You got to
You don't
know.
know you got to know your limit.
You got to know.
And sometimes some people don't have a limit. They just can't drink.
Right there you go.
That's
Right.
right.
There you go.
But Christ can drink though, boy.
What's that scripture?
They call him a wine
Wine
bibber.
bibber. Yeah, you a drunkard.
Look at this
Well,
drunk.
wino.
A wino. That's what they call him. Look at this wino, man.
Look at this
He
wino
been drinking
coming
all
up,
the time, but he can handle it though.
Yeah, he was straight sharp.
He can handle it,
And
man.
he was keeping them low. That's the main thing.
I got one more on that. Give me 1 second.
Forget his poverty. Remember his misery no more. That's why I love it.
That's why they be liking to drink. I'm gonna forget all my problems.
You remember that's you know that's for us. We in the land of captivity.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want that need a drink every now and then.
Isaiah 5 and 11.
They don't need. We even don't need no drink.
It's their world.
Right. Drink tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with it. They ain't breaking the law. They be low from breaking the law.
Oh, Isaiah chapter 5 verse 11.
When you get it, say con.
5 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah.
It's the alcoholic. Well, I see him all the time, boy.
That's
7
voice
o'clock, they
is
got
this,
2
boy.
11.
That's dope.
Con.
Con.
Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, and continue until night.
So basically they said we're not supposed to be drinking early in the morning because once some people start, they continue till nighttime.
Till wine inflame them. I can read it one more time.
Read that one more
'Cause
time,
I got
bro.
an exclamation point. I get loud.
Say you dope.
Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, and continue until night, till wine inflame them.
Don't drink, don't start early in the morning.
Can't do it like that.
Can't do it
That's
like
what
that.
they call it.
Because the more you drink, the more it's going to inflame you,
Bitch you.
and the more it's going to boost you up. With that being said, that's it. That's it, everybody. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to close out. Ecclesiastes 12:13.
See that clock?
He ain't
7
ready yet.
seconds. Done. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter.
Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's the whole deal.
That's right, that's right.
Good time.
Ain't nobody thinking for theyself, just programming. Media distracting from what they really planning. Losing all your rights and you just worry about some fashion. What's the trending topics and what's the latest fads? And trying to choose what selfie you gon' put on Instagram. And trapping for some cash while the economy collapsing. Martial law, they bringing people, can't you see what's happening? Revelations everywhere, it's prophecy in action. No, this won't be very popular among the masses, but these days we living in, my nigga, are the last ones. Hey, but everybody wanna live lavish. The money, everybody gotta have it. The money turning everybody savage. People doing anything to have it. Hey, cause